Hey, what's up, guys? We'll see 69 here back at you, and welcome back to the channel and for another episode of Shitbox Central. If my voice is a little raspy, I'm sorry. I'm not sick or anything. I don't have COVID or any of that. I feel fine. I feel great, actually. But we're going to do this anyway because I got some interesting things to show you guys. I did manage to get that 5.3 liter apart for the old Frankenford over here. Really interesting on what's going on with it. I'll tell you this, it is not, we did not spin a rod bearing. We did not even spin a crank bearing, our main bearing journal. So nothing was really going on in the bottom end. There was a lot of dirt and debris in there, and there was actually some metal flakes and stuff like that, but all the bearings so far that I've seen are fine. Now I have not had a chance to get the cam out yet. I'm having trouble getting that pulley off. I did think that I had a set of 3-jaw pullers from Harbor Freight. Unfortunately, all my pullers are 2-jaw pullers, and that is not going to work. So I'm currently in the process of trying to convert my 2-jaw puller into a 3-jaw puller. I'm just going to weld these little tabs on the side there and then cut me out a little leg. Harbor Freight's like, 30 miles away. It's kind of late in the afternoon. I don't want to drive up there. Yeah, they got a set there for like $30, but with gas prices the way they are right now, that probably end up being like $45 for me and about 2 hours of my time. So I don't even want to do that. I just want to get this crank pulley off so we can get that cam out and look at those bearings, as that way I know, where to go from there. Back to the block. The cylinders, they're definitely worn out. They're smoother than a baby's ass. There's hardly any crosshatch left on there. The block is a little dirty. It looks like the guy just never changed his oil at all. But like I said, I want to get this crank pulley off so we can get the cam out and see what's going on there with the cam bearings. So, I suppose you're wondering, where did all that metal come from? Well, it's really interesting, guys, because I've never seen this shit before in my entire life. You guys have got to check this out. Look at this cylinder head. Let me get a better shot of focus. Look at that. This thing took an absolute beating, guys. But not just on this cylinder. We got a little damage on this one. You see there's something stuck in there. Some kind of foreign object. And over here, we got some over here and then over here. And it's not aluminum, it's steel. Like I put this little magnet on there and it sticks. Yeah, look at this guy. Whoop. Yeah, I don't know what this shit is. I really don't. I wish I knew. Something must have gotten sucked in to the cylinder here. This is a big chunk of metal. Let me get a better shot of it. Not focus. Oh, look at that. That thing stick up. Well, yeah, it's some kind of metal. Some kind of metal got sucked in there. I don't know how that happened. This big chunk. I haven't pulled it out yet. Here, let me get it. I got a pliers somewhere. All right, I got my pliers. Let's see if we can't pull it out. Like pull. Oh, there it is. What the hell is that? Oh, where'd it go? I don't know what this is, guys. Look at that. Okay, there it is, guys. Like, I don't have a single clue what the hell that could be or where it came from. Like, that is like some kind of piece of sheet metal or something. Like, I don't remember doing any kind of sheet metal work around the engine. The pistons, well, I'll show you the piston from the one. Look at this thing. It took an absolute beating, guys. That is terrible. Like, it just like sat in there and just kind of like munched it like 100 million times. Just totally destroyed the top of that piston. So like 4 of these pistons actually have damage. Now all the burning oil that we're getting, every single one of these oil control rings, see if I can get a better shot of it. Yeah, every single one of these oil control rings are pretty much seized up. So we were definitely plagued by the 5.3 oil control problem here. However, that oil that I put in there, I was using this stuff, this Pennzoil. I bought this because I watched an episode of Project Farm. I don't know if you guys ever seen that guy, but he did like a review and he does a bunch of testing on oil. And he determined that that was some really good stuff. So I figured I'd try it, and I'll tell you what, guys, like it really like started to take all that buildup oil off these pistons. I mean, had it run a little longer, it probably would have cleaned it up almost completely, I bet. Now the bearings, all the bearings, I mean, they're worn out, but none of them were spun. Let's see if I can get a good shot here. Yeah, all these bearings, I mean, they look like they just, the guy never changes oil at all. Like, but other than that, I mean, none of them were spun. None of them have any kind of really massive nicks in them or anything. They were all still spinning freely when I took them all out. However, so we know what's wrong with the engine. Somehow we got some kind of foreign object in there. It's extremely unfortunate. You know, I don't know if I did it. I don't know if the junkyard did it. We'll never know where that came from. I will tell you this, from here on out, anytime I do an engine, or I got an engine sitting around that I want to use probably later on, I'm probably going to tape my ports up from now on, just to double check, you know, just to make sure that this never happens to me again. Now, with that said, this gives me an opportunity to do something with this engine that I see a lot of other people do, you know, on YouTube, and that is try to get this thing up and running again with as little as money possible. So the things I'm going to replace are the head gaskets, bearings. I want to try and find a set of used heads if I can. I want to try and find some used pistons, if at all possible, and then we'll replace the gaskets. And what I plan on doing for the block, since the cylinders are pretty decent, I've had really good luck on these things before. And that is one of these flex homes here. I don't know if any of you guys ever used these before, but these are really nice. I used it on the Sun Chicken that's out there underneath the carport. The old crusty Sunfire. Yeah, there she is. That car runs great. Unfortunately, it's currently got a broken frame rail on it, so that is not drivable. But that is another project for another day. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna get one of these flex zones. Unfortunately, I can't use this because it was too small. It's like 3.5 or something like that. So I need to get 2 sizes bigger, and we're just gonna dirty hone this out. We're gonna do the cheapest rebuilds we possibly can and get this thing up and running. So, that said, guys, I got to finish that little 2-jaw puller or 3-jaw puller contraption thing, whatever the hell it is I'm making. I got to get this crank pulley off. If I'm successful on that, I'll let you guys know, probably at the end of this video. And then I got some work to do. I need to like hit up Marketplace, Craigslist or something. We need to try to find some used parts and try to get this thing back together, that we can get the Frankenford up and running and get this thing out of here. Hey guys, I figured I'd give you a shot, show you what I got going on here. I know it's kind of retarded, but this is the life we're living right now. So if it works, yay me. Just put everything on the magnet here. Hopefully it holds while I tack it in, and we're gonna see if this works. Got her all welded up. It's actually looking pretty good. I was a little worried. As a matter of fact, I thought maybe I put a little too much heat into it. I didn't know if this would screw in or not, but it is working like a charm. So I'm gonna let this thing cool off for a little bit, and then we'll try it out. It's been about, I want to say about an hour and a half. I finally got it made. There it is. We are going to stay with the theme. We're going to name this guy the Shit Show 3000. It's a little off kilter, but I think it's going to work. It's on there nice and tight. We're going to give it a shot. If it works, I win. and Bob's your uncle. If not, well, I'm gonna have to grab town and get one anyway. So hopefully else guys are watching and this thing comes off. There you go, guys. Woohoo! Yay me! All right, guys. So that's about going to wrap it up for tonight. Was it worth my time making old Pulley 3000? Probably not. However, I had a lot of fun doing it, and every time I can make my own tool, I feel like I'm sticking it to the man some way. So with that said, oh, and I forgot to mention, I did have to make a little pin here, like this, to kind of go into the snout of the crankshaft. Just like, cause, you know, I was looking at the other tools online, and that's how they did it. So I figured, well, I'll just go ahead and do it. I just welded a little nut on some little rod here. But anyway, everything worked out great. I got that off. So I think tomorrow when I come home, we'll get this camshaft out, and we'll look at those cam bearings and see what we need to do after that. So till then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you.